UrbanBelleMag.com posted the following article on May 2nd of 2019. I know I'm a little bit late with this one, but not as late as some of y'all's periods. But that ain't none of my business. Now, let me go ahead and finish the article. After Black Ink Crew season finale, Dutchess slams the show. I still didn't watch the finale yet. I'm still waiting on it. I got some other stuff to do, but I'm going to have to check it out as soon as I can. So the article was written by Amanda Anderson Niles. Here's what she wrote. On the season finale of Black Ink Crew, fans of the show were made to believe Dutchess was returning. Sky has been pushing C's to end all of his feuds, so she invited Puma, Donna, and Alex to Los Angeles to speak to C's. And she made him think Dutchess would be his final person to face. Turns out Sky just hired an actress, and the real Dutchess never came. After the episode aired, Dutchess threw some shade on Instagram. Uh-oh. Black Ink Crew fans know Dutchess didn't leave the show on good terms with the rest of the cast. Her breakup with C's was a tough one, and a lot of the cast has been taking jabs at her on the show, as well as social media. Dutchess even appeared on Iyanla Fix My Life due to the backlash she received from fans. She told Iyanla, I hope I pronounced her name correctly, she told Iyanla, or whatever the hell his name is, that negative comments on social media made her depressed. Dutchess, I can help you with that. Dutchess even considered committing, what? She even considered harming herself? I didn't know that. Poor Dutchess. But things have been looking up for her. She has her own successful tattoo shop in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's called Pretty in Ink. Plus, she has her own radio show. And she has plans to start her own funeral home. Whoa, that's some really morbid stuff. But anyways, Dutchess was once again linked to Black Ink Crew. VH1 promoted what appeared to be her returning to the show to talk to C's. On the season finale, Sky told C's that she got Dutchess to agree to come to Los Angeles to talk to C's. Sky feels C's, why don't they just call him Caesar? Sky feels C's needs closure from the breakup. However, it was not Dutchess who got out of the car. It was another woman Sky paid. Come on, we all know the damn... Anyways, come on now. Sky paid for this. How about the producers came up with all of this? Dutchess once again told Instagram followers it wasn't her on the show, and she called the show whack. She then told followers she's only moving forward and refuses to go backward. Okay, so here's what your girl Dutchess had to say about it all on Instagram. I am not on whack ink. Socrates once said that the secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. I've sat and watched them abuse my life rights to my image and likeness without my consent, which intended to break me, but instead has helped build me. Thank you to VH1, Dan Cesaro, and Rashid J. Maybe now you can move forward as I have and redirect that energy into creating accurate storylines for a change instead of your inaccurate subliminal subconscious programming. Hashtag living my blessed life. Hashtag Queen of the Queen City. Mixtape coming sooner than you think. So Queen of the Queen City mixtape coming. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't know that. I ought to check that out, my Jesus. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to hear the Dutchess mixtape? What do you guys think about her response to the issues that she's having with them, using her likeness on the show? I mean, do you feel for her, or do you think she needs to get over it? And that's just what she signed up for by doing reality TV. Like, what is your opinion on the whole matter? I need y'all to comment below. So make sure you do that. Oh, don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you haven't already, the subscribe button, the notification button, and be sure to post a comment below about that topic. So in other Black Ink news, shout out to Urban Belle Mag for posting this article on May 7th of 2019 titled Ryan Henry drags a Black Ink Crew Chicago fan after they come for him first. Here's what Amanda Anderson Niles wrote. Black Ink Crew Chicago returns in June, but that doesn't mean the stars aren't still getting caught up in some drama during the hiatus. On the most recent season, Ryan thought he could escape. Excuse me, the absurdity of what I'm about to read. Sweet Lord. Ryan thought he could escape drama by giving the original shop to Van, the human chicken nugget. Doesn't it look like an angry chicken nugget? But anyways, but he's still finding time to clap back at folks on social media. In particular, he went in on a fan of the show after they made a comment about his hair. Sweet Lord. Black Ink Crew Chicago star Ryan Henry has decided to grow out his hair. And while many of his fans of the show are loving his long tresses, others are cracking jokes and throwing shade on social media. The problem is they probably didn't anticipate that Ryan doesn't mind clapping back. In particular, one fan of the show said Ryan looks like a woman now that he's rocking long hair. And when caught wind in the shade, I guess they meant to say, and when he caught wind in the shade, he clapped back. Tell you, I always find articles with typos. But anyways, his response was savage and others were stunned by it. Check out the screenshot below. So sure enough, Ryan posted a picture of his hair blowing in the wind, looking very relaxed. And all he said about it was the Wolverine. Actually, he does kind of look like Wolverine. Kind of like Logan, James Logan, aka Wolverine. Anyway, so some heifer named Lynn Long Diane said, he looks like a female. LOL SMH. Laughing out loud, shaking my hoof. Because she's a heifer. And Ryan responded, but you don't. With a shrugging emoji. In other words, heifer, you looking like a man. As Miss Swan from Mad TV would say. Now, and I told y'all before, I don't get down with the whole, saying black women, look like men. I already told the story before, but I'm gonna tell it again real quick. The thing that turned me to where like I don't say stuff like that anymore. Like no matter who it's about, even Wendy Biggerfoot Williams, I wouldn't even say it about her because of what people were saying about. Let me see, it was Michelle Obama and Serena Williams. Like I saw that like racist people were saying stuff like that about Michelle Obama and Serena Williams. And I was like, well, I'm not going to add anything to that discussion. And, even if I thought of some funny joke, I've been biting my tongue. I don't know in the future if I think of a funny enough joke, I might just, say somebody looks like a man or something like that, depending on the context. And, I'm not, saying anything negative about Ryan because she said it about him, that he looked like a woman. So it was fair game in that particular instance. But anyways, I didn't even say that Tarana Burke looks like a man. But anyways, one more article about Black Ink Crew, also from Urban Belle Mag. This is posted May 11th of 2019. Black Ink Crew Chicago star Junior slams Ayesha Curry. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell. What do you guys think about Ryan Henry clapping back at that heifer? Let's move on to the story about Junior. Folks are still talking about Ayesha Curry's appearance on Red Table Talk. And when it comes to the comments that she made, there are people that feel like what she said was foolish. Although her husband, Steph Curry, or as I call him, Simp Curry, although her husband, Steph Curry, the doormat, has her back, I added the doormat part, some people are still condemning her. Black Ink Crew Chicago star Junior even slammed her on Instagram. Ayesha Curry found herself in another controversy after the comments she made on Red Table Talk. She admitted that she's been insecure since giving birth to 3 children. And then groupies constantly pursuing Steph make her insecurities even worse. I hate how women can always rely on this whole thing of if they say something inappropriate about or to their husband, I did it out of insecurity. I didn't mean it like that. And it's really annoying. I really hate it because if he said the same thing about her, people will look at him like he was out of his mind. And they would say, it sounds like you want to step outside of your marriage, Mr. Curry. And they would be right. I still got to make a video about the Ayesha Curry thing because I had some things I wanted to point out. I mean, what type of man would approach a married woman with 3 children? What, a thug? Is that what she wants? Is some thug? Because there's only a couple of maybe 2 or 3 types of men. There's the guys who can't control themselves. There's the guys who were thugs, which they can't control themselves either. Guys with violent tendencies, guys with insatiable sexual appetites who may have, STDs or something, or may even force themselves upon you. Like there's only a handful of guys who are going to approach a married woman with children. So be careful what you wish for, Miss Curry. You just might get it with a little something extra too. Anyways, in fact, sometimes she wonders why she doesn't attract the same attention, the same type of attention that Steph gets. Well, because Steph is worth millions of dollars and he's a man. He's a multi-million-dollar man, which makes him a rarity. He's in the top 5 to 1% or whatever of the country, maybe even the world. And that's very appealing to gold diggers. I mean, most women in America. Something that really bothers me, this is what she says, something that really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of insecurity, she's such a liar, is the fact that, yeah, There are all these women throwing themselves, but me, for the past 10 years, I don't have any of that. Like, I have zero. This sounds weird, male attention. So then I begin to internalize it like, is something wrong with me? Heifer, please, you ungrateful wench. You live in the big house. You live in Massa's house. And you sleeping with Massa. And you got the nerve to complain? You got it all. Beautiful family. The kids are happy. Your husband's a multi-millionaire, superstar. And you're upset because your husband's getting attention, which I think a lot of this also has to do with their little mouthy daughter, little crazy one, little handful over there. How all that attention that she was getting too. It's like, what is Ayesha really known for other than being Steph Curry's wife and that the little mouthy girl's mom? You know what I mean? Like, I hate to word it like that, but she's a little wild one. She used to say crazy stuff. I think she's calmed down in recent times. I remember she's always made headlines for her little crazy behavior. So, you know what I mean? Like, so she's pretty much not the star in a relationship. And Ayesha Curry is a nice looking woman. She was even nicer looking, 5-10 years ago. So she's probably looking at it like, dang, like I should be the prize. I should be the star. Listen, you know what? You can do that, Ayesha. Leave your marriage and go get with a regular guy. Okay? Since that's what you want so bad. And then you'll be complaining about that. Plenty of folks are still discussing Ayesha's comments on social media. In fact, Black Ink Crew Chicago star Van posted the clip on his Instagram page. He then asked his female followers to explain what Ayesha meant. Junior then chimed in and called Ayesha a clown. I think it sounds like Ayesha's looking for some mean 3.5 inches from some thugs. Anyways, what it said was, when Van posted on Instagram, Ayesha Curry says the lack of male attention makes her feel a little insecure. And that was the headline. And then your man, well, first of all, Millennial Married posted it, and then he regrammed it on Instagram. And then Van Johnson said, she don't need the attention, but it would be good to know someone's looking. I have an extreme amount of women followers. Can someone please explain this to me? Shrugging emoji. I thought of as a contradiction. I guess you meant to say I thought of it as a then again, that's not correct grammar, is it? Anyways, if you don't need it, why speak on it with a forehead slapping emoji? You're right, Van. So your man Junior chimed in and said clown with a clown emoji. Well, there you go. Ayesha Curry is a clown. But you know who's the real clown in this? Your man Steph Curry. If anybody deserves to feel insecure, it's him. She pretty much said he's not enough. His attention isn't enough. His love isn't enough. Let the truth be told, his money must not be enough too. I mean, she's over there acting like she's ready to mess up her own bag. Ready to rip it like one of them cheap plastic bags at the grocery store. Just ruin her own bag. She's over here busting buckles. But hey, heifer's gonna hef. But anyway, so what do you guys think about these 3 stories? I decided to combine some stuff to make longer videos because YouTube wants us to make longer videos. So I don't know how much this will help, because you guys know I'm having some issues with my channel and whatnot. And I typically make short videos. So I'm trying out something different right now. Like the Breakfast Club puts like multiple stories in the same video, like the Rumor Report by Angela Yee or whatever. Yeah, I'm trying that. And I'm going to try to keep the videos around 10 to 15 minutes with multiple stories, 3 to 6 stories. But anyways, some of them may have a little more, some of them may have a little less, but there you go. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about it below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and MeWe. Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, and then that way you'll receive alerts when new videos get posted. What do you guys think about your girl Dutchess clapping back at Black Ink Crew? What do you guys think about your man Ryan Henry clapping back about his hair? And what do you guys think about your man Junior clapping at Ayesha Curry? And is he the right person to speak on anything? I just realized who this mofo is. I just remember the type of stuff he was doing on Black Ink Crew Chicago. He's off the chain. That's a wild boy right there. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about it below. Meat Magazine.